Now question number 7. Now children listen. In question number 7 what we have? We have a figure that is O, H-O-P-E, O, and that figure is a parallelogram. And now in this figure we have to find the angle measures of x, y and z, and you have to also state the properties that you used while finding these angles. Now children, look at the figure. This is the figure we have. This is the figure H-O-P-E, Ho. This is the figure, and in this figure we have this exterior angle 70 degree, and this is the diagonal HP, and here we have 40 degree, and this is angle Z, this is angle Y, and this is angle X. Now children, we have to find the value of X, Y and Z. So now let us start. Look children, now this is the interior angle of the parallelogram. Here we have, let it be angle 1. So angle 1 plus angle 70 degree. Now children, observe, this is angle 1 and this is angle 70 degree, and the relation between these two angles, angle 1 and 70 degree, they form linear pair angles. Linear pair angles. And according to linear pair axiom, this sum of these two linear pair angles is 180 degree. Now it implies that angle 1 is equal to 180 degree minus 70 degree. The value of angle 1 is 110 degree. Now children, here we find that the value of angle 1 is 110. Now find the relation between this angle x and angle y. Angle x is equals to angle y. Now children, we know that angle x and y are the opposite angles of a parallelogram, and if they are opposite angles of the parallelogram, they must be equal. So you can write down and opposite angles of a parallelogram. So the value of x is 110 degree. The value of x is 110 degree. Next children, observe this figure carefully. This is parallelogram. We know that this side is parallel to this side and this side is parallel to this side. So children, if these two lines are parallel, so this angle 40 and this angle y, these are also equal because of alternate interior angles. Angle y is equals to 40 degree because alternate interior angles. These form alternate interior angles. Now which one is left? This is Z. Z is left now. Now we can apply the concept here. In this triangle, children, observe this figure. This is triangle. In triangle HOP and exterior angle 70 degree. This is the exterior angle 70 degree is equals to the sum of this y and the z. Y plus z. Exterior angle of a triangle is equals to the opposite angles, interior opposite angles of a triangle. This is the concept. exterior angle of a triangle is equals to the sum of interior opposite angles. So it means 70 degree and the value of y is 40 degree plus z. So z is equals to, now we will transpose this 40 towards left hand side. 70 degree minus 40 degree is equal to z. 70 minus 40 is 30 degree. The value of z is 30 degree. Hence you can say that angle x is 110 degree, y is 40 degree and z is 30 degree. After question number 7, children, we will do question number 8. Now, question number 8 is what? The following figures. The figures were given, this figure and this figure. The following figures, that is guns, GUNS guns, and the second is RUNS runs, are parallelogram. Here also we have to find x and y. But these x and y are the what? Lengths of the parallelogram. In the question number 8, we are not going to find the angles. In the question number 8, we are going to find the lengths. So children, always remember, either we have to find the angles or the sides. We must follow all the properties of the parallelograms. Now let us start question number 8. Question number 8. A part. In the A part, we have a figure like this. GUNS guns. And here we have 26 centimeter. This is 18 centimeter. This is 3x centimeter. And this is 3y minus 1 centimeter. Now, children, this figure is what? This figure is parallelogram. Now, we know that in the parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. This side is equal to this side and this side is equal to this side. Now, here we have UN is equal to GS because opposite sides of a parallelogram is equal. Then what is the value of UN? UN is 18 centimeter and GS is 3x. It implies that the value of x becomes 18 upon 3. So 3 ones are 3, 3 6 are 18. It implies that x is equals to 6. So this side GS is equal to 3 into 6, that is 18 centimeter also. Now we know that the opposite sides are equal. Now here also comes 18, GS is also 18. When we substitute the value of x, that is 6, it means our solution, this is correct. The value of x is 6. Now we have to find the value of y. Again we have to use this GU is equal to SN. Opposite sides of the parallelogram. Opposite sides of the parallelogram equal. It means GU, that is 3y minus 1 is equals to 26. So 3y, we will transpose this minus 1 towards right hand side. 26 plus 1. It becomes 26 and 1, 27. So the value of y is equals to 27 upon 3. 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9. Y is 9. So you can substitute the value for checking. Otherwise there is no need. We have to find the value of x and the value of y. The value of y is 9, the value of x is 6. But you may check like this. So it becomes 3 into 9 minus 1. 27 minus 1, that is 26. It means our solution is correct. It also comes 26. Now children, we will do the second part of the question number 8. B part is, we have a parallelogram and the name of the parallelogram is runs. R U N S, and we have a diagonal also, R N and U S. Now here what we have, this is 20, this is 20, this is y plus 7, this is 16, and this is x plus y. Now children, here we have to apply the property of their diagonals. We know that in a parallelogram, diagonal bisect each other. It means this portion is equal to this portion and this portion is equal to this portion. The diagonal must be equal. So it becomes what? 20 is equals to y plus 7. Diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Bisect each other. So it becomes y, the value of y is 20 minus 7, that is 13. Y is 13. Now you may check, 13 plus 7 becomes y plus 7, that is 13 plus 7 is 20. Now same, this is 20 and this portion is also comes 20 if we substitute the value of y, that is 13. It means our solution is correct. The second part. 16 is equal to x plus y. The same reason, diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. There is no need to write down the same reason again and again. You have to write at once only. Now it becomes 16 x plus, now children look, the value of y is what? We have find this value y is 20, apply. Value of y is 13, not 20, it's 13. So it becomes what? 16 minus 13. 16 minus 13 is 3. X is equals to 3. Now you may check also. X plus y. 3 plus 13. This is 16. Now this is also 16 and this comes 16 after substituting the value of x and the value of y. Children, now after question number 8, we will do question number 9. Question number 9 is what? Listen carefully. Question number 9. Here we have what? In the figure is given. Look at the figure, everyone. This is the one figure, that is risk. R I S K. This is the one figure. Now we have one more figure here. C L U E. This is the second figure. These two figures are intersected this point. Okay. Now look, R I S K. This is the parallelogram, and C L U E. This is also the parallelogram. Now children, in this figure, this we have to find, this angle. This is called, this is named as x. This we have to find. And what else we have here? We have this angle 120 degree, angle K, and the next is this angle is given 70 degree. Now children, recall all the properties of parallelogram. Look, this is angle 70 degree, this is angle E. So children, look, angle L is equal to angle E. These are the opposite angles of a parallelogram. It means the value of angle E is also 70 degree. This is also 70 degree. Now this angle, let it will be, no, leave it, say it's x. Look, angle S plus angle K. Now children, look, this K angle and this S angle, these are the adjacent angles of the parallelogram, or you can say consecutive angles of a parallelogram, and the sum of these two angles, if they are adjacent angles of a parallelogram, consecutive angles of a parallelogram, so their sum is always 180 degree. It is equals to 180 degree. Consecutive angles of a parallelogram is supplementary. Supplementary means the sum is 180 degree. The sum of two angles is 180 degree. Now it becomes angle S plus 120 degree equals to 180 degree. Angle S is equals to 180 minus 120. It becomes 180 minus 120 is 60 degree. Now we can write down here, this is 60 degree. Now children, what we have to find? What? X. But we have done what? We have find this angle 70, this 60. Because now we have to find the value of angle X. Now these three angles becomes the angles of a triangle. X, 60 and 70. These become the angles of a triangle, and we know that the sum of all the interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So start children. (70° plus 60° plus x is equals to 180 degree. Sum of all the interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Now it becomes 70 plus 60, that is 130, plus x is equals to 180 minus 130, x is equals to 50 degree. Now the value of x is what? It comes 50 degree. This is all about question number 9, children. Next is question number 10. Question number 10. Question number 10 is what? Please listen carefully. Here we have to explain how the figure is trapezium, which of its two sides are parallel. In the figure 3.32. This is the figure for the question number 10. This is 100 degree. This is 80 degree. Now children, we have to tell how this figure KLMN is a trapezium. So children, we know that in a trapezium, one pair of opposite sides must be parallel. Either this pair or this pair must be parallel. Now here we have to make these two parallel because these two adjacent angles were given. We will now add these two angles. If the sum is 180 degree, then we will say that these two sides were parallel, because we know that if the sum of the co-interior angles, the sum of the consecutive angles, or the sum of the adjacent angles is 180 degree, the lines must be parallel. And if lines must be parallel, then the angle sum is 180 degree, vice versa. Always remember, if sum is 180 degree, lines were parallel, and if lines were parallel, sum is 180 degree. Now check 100 degree plus 180 degree is comes 180 degree. These are angle K. No, this is angle L. This is angle L and angle M are co-interior, or you can say consecutive, or you can say adjacent adjacent angles, and their sum is 180 degree comes are supplementary. It implies that these two lines K, L parallel to M, N. Therefore, the figure, the quadrilateral K, L, M, N is a trapezium. Next is what? The last question, the question number 11. And the question number 12, we were not doing this. This is excluded. This is related in your syllabus. So the question number 11. Find the measure of angle C in the figure 3.33 if AB parallel to DC. Now children, what we have? The figure is like this. And the name of the figure is A, B, C and D. Here we have 120 degree. Now children, this is parallel to this, and we have to find angle C. So children, we know that if this is parallel to this, AB parallel to CD, it means the sum of these two angles, angle B plus angle C, must be 180 degree. Co-interior angles are supplementary if lines are parallel. So it becomes what? 120 plus C equals to 180. So angle C is equals to 180 minus 120 degrees. It becomes 60 degrees. The value of angle C is 60 degrees. Now children, this is question number 11. Then now children, question number 12 is related. It not comes in the exam. And next is exercise 3.4. This exercise is based on the definition that we have learned. All the definitions of the types of the quadrilaterals. You have to recall all the definition and do this exercise 3.4 on the book only. On the book only. Thank you children. Thank you very much. Good morning children. In today's class we are going to learn exercise 3.3, and in the exercise 3.3 the question number 1 is, please listen carefully. Question number 1 is, given a parallelogram ABCD. Here we have a parallelogram A, B, C and D. This is a parallelogram that we have, and in this parallelogram we have the diagonals also. Diagonal AC and the diagonal BC. These two diagonals intersect at O. Now children, what we have to do? We have to complete each of the statement along with the definition or property used. First part is AD is equals to dash. Second part, angle DCB dash. Third part, OC equals to dash. Fourth part, angle DAB plus angle CDA. Now children, we have to complete these statements according to the properties that we are used for the parallelogram. This is a parallelogram and this is a what? AD. This is the side AD. So children, we know that the sides of a parallelogram, these are the sides of the parallelogram, and in a parallelogram this side must be equal to this side and this AB must be equal to this side, because the property is what? Opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. So AD, this is AD equals to BC, and the reason is opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. Then next is angle DCB. Now find first where is angle DCB. DCB. This is angle DCB. Now this is equal to which angle? Angle DCB is equal to which angle? So children, we know that in a parallelogram opposite angles were also equal. So angle DCB is equal to DAB. Similarly, you can say that this angle ABC is equal to CDA, this angle. So here the property used is opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Now next, OC. Where is OC? This is OC, part of this diagonal AC. This is OC. Children, now this OC must be equal to this OA, because in a parallelogram diagonals bisect each other. The next fourth part is DAB. This is angle DAB. CDA. This is angle CDA. If we add both, we get 180 degree. And this is a property what? Consecutive angles of a parallelogram. Parallelogram is supplementary. Children, you always remember any, not only this pair. You may like this or angle A plus angle B. This is also 180 degree. These two angles, the sum of these two angles are also 180 degree, because consecutive angles of parallelogram is supplementary. Similarly, B plus C is also 180 degree. Angle B plus angle C is 180 degree. Similarly, C plus D is also 180 degree. The reason is what? Consecutive angles of a parallelogram is supplementary. Now the next is question number 2. Question number 2. What we have to do in question number 2, listen children. Come, consider the following parallelogram. This is a parallelogram given. This is a parallelogram A, B, C and D. ABCD is a parallelogram. This is a parallelogram. And we have angle B is 100 degree. And now we have to find the unknown quantities, that is angle Z, Y and this X. Now children, we are able to find X, Y, Z by the properties of a parallelogram. Now listen, angle B must be equal to angle B because opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. We know that angle B is 100 degree. It implies that angle D, that is angle Y, is also equals to 100 degree. Now children, we also know that angle A plus angle D is equals to 180 degree. Consecutive angles are supplementary. So angle A, the value of angle A is what? Z, plus angle D, the value of angle D, that is Y. Y is equals to 100, is equals to 180 degree. Now the value of Z is 180 minus 100. It becomes 80 degree. Now what we have left now? Only this X. Now children, we know that angle A and angle C, they are opposite angles. So we have to use the property opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. The value of A is what? A is Z and that is equals to 100 degree, and C is what? X. It implies that X is equals to 100 degree. Now by this way, by applying the properties of the parallelogram, we are able to find all the unknown angles X, Y, Z. The value of X is 100, the value of Y is 100, and then value of no children, please listen. The value of Z is 80. So it's 80. The opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal and Z is equals to 80. So the value of X is also 80. Next is second part. Second part is, this is the parallelogram, and here we have this X, this is Y, this is 50 degree, and this is Z. Now look children, this is a parallelogram. Here we have to find the value of Y and X. So children, let this interior angle, the fourth interior angle of this parallelogram is angle 1. Now the relation between angle 1 and angle this 50 is 50 degree because opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Now the relation between angle 1 and angle Z. Angle 1 plus angle Z is equals to 180 degree. Linear pair axiom. So the value of Z comes, the value of angle 1. Angle 1 is 50 plus Z 180 degree. Z is equals to 180 minus 50. It comes 180 minus 50 is 130 30 degree. Now which one is left? This y and this x. Now children, we can find the value of x and sorry children, look, the relation between angle x and angle 1 is also equals to 180 degree because of the consecutive angles. Consecutive angles are supplementary. So angle 1 is what? 50 degree equals to 180 degree. The value of x is 180 minus 50 degree. It comes 130 degree. Then which one is left? Y. The relation between x and y is what? X is equals to y. Opposite angles of a parallelogram. So the value of y becomes 130 degree. Now look children, angle x is 130, angle y is also 130, angle z is 130 degree. By this way we will find all the values x, y and z. Children, you can find the unknown quantities, unknown values of the angles by using the properties of parallelogram. So children, one more part we are going to do, part third. Part third. Sorry, question number second, part third. In this, we have a parallelogram like this. These are the diagonals. This is y, this is x, this is 90 degree, this is z, and this is 30 degree. Now look children, this is the symbol of 90 degree angle. And we know that the relation between this and this, x is also 90 degree because vertically opposite angles are equal. The value of x is what? 90. Now children look, in triangle, this is a triangle. In the triangle, let us name it as A, B, C, D and O. In triangle AOB, y plus x plus 30 is equals to 180 degree. Angle sum property of a triangle. Now we know that the value of x is 90 degree and this 30 is given equals to 180 degree. Now 90 plus 30, 120 degree. So the value of y is what? 180 minus 120. Y is 60 degree. Y is 60 degree. Now which one is left? This z is left. Now children listen. Recall the class 7. This, it forms z. So the relation between this y and z is what? Alternate interior angles. Because this is parallelogram, this side and this side is parallel and this will act as a transversal. This will act as a transversal. So y and z are alternate interior angles. And the value of y is what? 60. So it implies that value of z is also 60 degree. Now children, the fourth and the fifth part. Question number 2, fourth and fifth part. Try at home. The fourth and the fifth part you can do it by your own at home. After this, children, question number 3. In question number 3, what we will do? Can a quadrilateral ABCD be a parallelogram if, question number 3, angle D plus angle B is equals to 180 degree. Second part, AB equals to BC equals to 8 centimeter and AD is equals to 4 centimeter and BC equals to 4.4 centimeter. Third part, angle A equal to 70 degree and angle C equals to 65 degree. Now children, you have to tell, is it possible angle D plus B is 180 degree, then it is a parallelogram. Now you can recall the property, whether it's possible or not. Children, you can use the property to give the answer of these questions. Angle D plus B. Let us draw a parallelogram. This is A, this is B, C and D. Now he says these opposite angles 180 degree. These opposite angles 180 degree. So it can be possible. Can be, may be possible, but may not be. Need not be. Need not be. Not necessary. Not necessary. Sometimes it is 180 degree, like in case of square, in case of rectangle, but it is not always. Then the next is AB equal to DC. AB, where is AB? This is 8 centimeter, this is 8 centimeter, and this is AD 4 centimeter, and this is BC 4.4 centimeter. This is also not possible because in a parallelogram opposite sides must be equal, but here this is equal to this, it's correct, but 4 AD 4 centimeter and BC 4.4 not equal. So this is not possible because one pair of opposite side is not equal. Next is angle A 70 and angle C is 65. This is 70 degree and this is 65 degree. Is it possible? No, because we know that in a parallelogram opposite angles must be equal. So this is also not possible. Only first case may be possible. First case may be possible, but not always that also. Second part is not possible. Third is not possible. And the reason is what? In the third part, opposed angles must be equal, but here not equal. In the second part, opposite sides must be equal, but here only one pair is equal and one pair is not equal. So it is also not possible the sides of a parallelogram. Now children, next question number 4. Question number 4. Question number 4. Now in the question number 4 he says, draw a rough sketch. Draw a rough figure of a quadrilateral that is not a parallelogram but has exactly two opposed angles of equal measures. Now he says, draw a quadrilateral. We have to draw a rough sketch in which two opposed angles were equal, but that is not a parallelogram. So children, recall the properties, all the properties of the that quadrilateral: parallelogram, trapezium, square, rhombus, rectangle, kite. We have to recall all the properties, and we know that in a kite, this is a kite, this is a kite. This side is equal to this side is equal to this side. This is a kite, this is not a parallelogram. And here we have this pair of angles were equal. This angle and this angle were equal. So this is called kite. The kite is the example of this question. A rough sketch that we can draw for this condition in which the quadrilateral is not a parallelogram, but the two or the pair of opposite angles were equal here only. In this case of kite. Children, you have to learn all the properties of that types of quadrilaterals. Now comes question number 5. Question number 5. In question number 5, what we have, listen. He says the measure of two adjacent angles of a parallelogram are in the ratio 3:2. Find the measure of each of the angles of a parallelogram. Here we have a parallelogram. Let us suppose this is a parallelogram and the adjacent angle. These two adjacent angles are in the ratio 3:2. So let this angle is 3x and this angle is 2x. Let the angles be 3x and 2x. Now children, we have to find all the angles. This and this. Now children, we know that according to the property, the sum of the adjacent angles. The sum of the adjacent angles is 180 degree. Or you can say consecutive angles are supplementary. In case of a parallelogram. Now it becomes 5x is equals to 180 degree. Now x is equals to 180 upon 5. Now divide this. 5 ones are 5. 5 threes are 50. 5 threes are 50. Then 60. 5 6 are 36. The value of x is 36. So therefore, the two adjacent angles were, first angle is 3x, that is 3 into 36, 108 degree. Second angle is 2x, that is 2 into 36, 72 degree. This is 108 degree. This is 72 degree. Now this is opposite to this, so it becomes also 72 degree, and this is opposite to this. This is also 108 degree. So all the angles of a parallelogram were 108 degree, 72 degree, 108 degree, and 72 degree. This is question number 5. Next, question number 6. Children, listen carefully. Question number 6. Question number 6 is, two adjacent angles of a parallelogram have equal measure. Find the measure of each of the angles of a parallelogram. Here what we have in a parallelogram, the adjacent angles are of equal measure. Means if this is 60 degree, this is also 60, 50, this is also 50. So we will let the pair of adjacent angles be x degree. So according to that property, consecutive angles or the adjacent angles adds up to 180 degree. It becomes x plus x is equals to 180 degree. Reason is consecutive angles of a parallelogram are equal. So it becomes twice of x 180 degree. X is equals to 180 degree upon 2. X is equals to 90 degree. So the two adjacent angles be, that is equal to x equals to 90 degree. It means this is 90 and this is also 90. Now this and this are opposite angle. This is also 90 degree. This is opposite to this, that is also 90 degree. So all the angles of a parallelogram were 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree and 90 degree. Now children, in question number 7.